Today, I want to talk to you about something that can completely change your marketing, your sales, and your energy in business. And that is the art of speaking directly to your ideal clients. Now, a lot of people think they are already doing this, but here's the truth I want you to know. If you've ever found yourself softening your message so it doesn't exclude anyone or trying to appeal to everyone just in case someone might buy, you're actually speaking to no one in particular. And when you speak to everyone, you will attract fewer of the right people. And so I want you to get really clear about who your ideal clients actually are. The clients that you actually want to work with. And I can assure you that your ideal client is not a 52-year-old woman called Mary with a husband and teenage children and a job making six figures. That's not your ideal client. You might think it is, but if Mary, who has all those attributes, doesn't take action, doesn't follow through on payment, and doesn't get results, she's not your ideal client. So this is what I really want you to think about. Your ideal clients and the messaging that you want to create for are these people who are ready, people who are ready to take action, people who are willing to be responsible for their own results, people who will follow through, people that will take your advice and use it, people that will get stuff back to you when they need to get stuff back to you. And if you want to attract this type of client, here's the kicker. This is the kicker. If you want to attract this dream client into your life, you need to be that kind of client yourself. I want you to just think about that for a moment, because this will completely change how you act as anybody else's client. Now, one of the things that I've always done, and I've been, like I said, in this space of coaching and personal development, and I have spent, I don't really know what it's up to now, but I know it's way over $100,000 on my own training, courses, coaches, all of those kinds of things. And when I first started, I was a single mom working in a part-time accounts role, and I had nobody else helping me pay the bills apart from family tax benefit and some parenting payments. And I still invested in myself and my business in a big way. And I took out extra loans against my home and all kinds of things. That's a different story. However, I always honored the commitments when I invested in any kind of a program or whenever I hired a mentor. I always did the work. I always took responsibility for getting value from that. And I buy in a way that I like people to buy from me. I make decisions quickly. I make sure I make those payments that I agree to. I show up for things. I never, ever blame the people that I've hired for my problems. This is really key. I take responsibility, and this has been a big part of my own business success. Now, I can assure you, I have at times worked with people who weren't that great, who didn't really deliver what they said they were going to deliver. And every time I took it as a learning, what did I learn here? And what do I learn now about my choices of the next people I'm going to work with? And I'm always very real with myself. Am I actually implementing? Am I doing the things? And this is really key. But I've also seen the flip side of this. And like I said, I've been in business for about 10 years now. I've worked with hundreds of people. And in the last 10 years, I could probably count on one hand the amount of clients I've had who didn't really do the work, or they skipped on payments, or they didn't finish paying something off that they're on a payment plan for, or something else, and they try to make it my problem. This happens in business, I can tell you. And unfortunately, I think this happens sometimes even more when you have a relationship with clients, which is a really interesting thing. And this is something that I want you to know. If you're working with another small business owner, don't think that it's okay because you know them to not do your side of the bargain, right? That's not cool. It's not okay. You got to find reasons to honor your own commitments. Anywho, when I've seen people in this space that haven't stepped up and haven't taken ownership, or they've tried to skip out on payments, or they've not done the work and they've tried to complain that they're not getting the results, what I've seen happen with these people is that their business doesn't succeed. Now, it's not because they didn't have access to what they needed to succeed. It's not because they didn't have the right strategy or the right tools to succeed. It's because they didn't take responsibility for their results. And this is a common trap that I see business owners falling into. And it's definitely something that I've done from time to time over the past, is pouring more time and energy into clients who don't take responsibility for themselves, who don't honor your boundaries, who don't respect your agreements. And sometimes this can come from a fear of upsetting people. And you only experience this for a couple of times before you'll realize why you're going to have some really strong boundaries about what you do and don't accept, how you expect people to show up in your world. And this then follows on to your marketing message and who you're speaking to. You don't have to help people who are not helping themselves, right? This is a really key thing. You don't have to prove your value by helping people that won't help themselves. You don't have to prove how good you are by getting people who are stuck unstuck. It's not your job, right? Your job is to help people who want to get results and who want to co-create with you. And these are the people that you want to speak to. You don't have to prove your value to these people. You don't have to prove your value, full stop. You have value. Your job is to market that value to the people who have the capacity to receive it and leverage it for their own results. When you focus on your ideal clients, the ones who are ready and willing to take responsibility, your work becomes more fulfilling, your results improve, and your energy stays intact. Now, it is so important that you understand this, because time after time I've seen this proved in my own business. The people who spend the most money with me generally use the least of the resources that they have available. They take responsibility, they take action, they get incredible results, they're extremely grateful, and I would work with them year in, year out, and I often do. Those that don't want to use up all of the resources available and more, they drain a lot of your time, then they try not to pay, and then they try to blame you for their results. It's a big difference. So make sure that when you're marketing to people, you're marketing to your ideal clients. This is exactly why you don't want to water down your message to appeal to people who are not ready, right? If someone is on the fringe of what I offer, if they're not ready to do the work, they're not my ideal client. I don't want to be marketing to those people. I don't want my message for those people to be spoken to by that message. I'm okay with the fact that they're not ready to work with me. Because every time you let misaligned clients into your business, it costs you. It costs you in energy. It costs you in time. And it also costs you in the opportunities that you could be creating with people who are ready. So when you focus your marketing and your message and your offers to your ideal clients, it creates a ripple effect. You attract more of the people that you want to be working with. You get better results with them. Those results will attract more of the people that you want to work with. And the same is opposite in the opposite way. If you work with the people who drain your energy, who don't get results, who don't take responsibility, then you'll have less results to share. You'll have more talk that People can't get results with you, and that's all something you don't want to experience. It's not fun. So this is the thing that I want you to do after listening to this episode, is to go back and review your marketing. Who are you talking to? What is the message that you're giving? Are you talking to people who are stuck in their problems, or are you talking to people who are looking for results? There is a big shift. I talk about this with my clients a lot in my business and mindset coaching groups, and really get people to shift, because so often people are so tuned and conditioned to talk to people's problems that all they attract are people that want to stay stuck in their problems. People have problems, they understand it. Your clients want solutions, and that's where you want to be focused. So have a bit of a review and think about that. And a really key way that you'll know if you're marketing to your ideal clients is that it will feel energizing when you are writing that copy, when you are recording that content. If you are marketing to the people that are on the periphery who you're trying to convince who are stuck in their problems, it'll feel draining for you. It's 100% foolproof way to check. Does your marketing energize you, or does it drain you? So have a bit of a check into that. Are you speaking directly to your ideal clients? And think about, am I actually softening this message so it doesn't offend anyone or exclude someone? Maybe even check your hook lines, your captions, check out your comments. What are people saying? The clients that you want are looking for someone who understands them, who challenges them, who models the behavior and responsibility that they want to step into. You want to be leading the way. Be the lighthouse, not the lifeboat. You're not here to rescue people. You attract what you model. Be the type of client that you want to attract. And when you show up as your own ideal client, you'll naturally draw more of those people to you. They will see like attracts like. This is a big conversation, and I really encourage you to think about this. Have a sticky note around your desk or anything to remind yourself of it. Keep on giving your message to your ideal client, the client that behaves in a way that gets results that you enjoy speaking to. And if this has spoken to you and you're feeling like you want some help with your marketing and your business and your message and attracting your aligned clients, reach out to me. You can go to the show notes and book in a call or send me an email, toni@tonieverard.com, and let's get you attracting your ideal clients.